The Last Library. In the year 2147, Earth was no longer the planet of stories, it was a world of data. Emotions were categorized, memories stored on neural chips, and imagination? Optional. People no longer dreamed. They calculated. But there were whispers of a place, a hidden ruin beneath the concrete deserts of old London, where something ancient still existed, the last library. Lira Rayne had always felt out of sync with the world. As a memory technician, she installed synthetic dreams for rich clients, sculpting fake nostalgia like an artist, but deep inside, she longed for something real. Something untouched. Her mother used to tell her stories of books, paper books, that smelled like dust and thunder. But Lira thought they were myths. Until the day she got the message. It came in a code embedded in an old neural drive she was restoring. A whisper of words. Beneath the silence, the pages still breathe. At first, she dismissed it as corrupted data. But it haunted her. That night, she hacked into the abandoned satellite feeds of old Earth and scanned the underground ruins of London. Deep below what used to be the British Museum, she found it. A door. A signature. Faint power still pulsing. So she packed her tech kit, left a resignation note no one would read, and disappeared. Lira climbed through layers of forgotten Earth. Steel skeletons of skyscrapers, broken drones like dead insects, tunnels of collapsed memory. It took her 3 days to reach the door. It was covered in vines. Yes, real vines, still green. In a world where nothing organic grew outside the biodomes, this was impossible. Her hand shook as she reached out. The vines retracted on their own. The door opened. A warm breeze hit her face, scented with parchment and pine. Inside were rows upon rows of shelves, wooden, aged, untouched by time. And books. Thousands of them. Glowing faintly, humming with quiet magic. She stepped in like a pilgrim walking into a forgotten temple. And then, the voice. You came. Lira turned sharply. An old man sat at a desk near the center of the library, skin like candle wax, eyes like storm clouds. Who are you? She asked. I am the keeper, he said. I've been waiting for the one who could hear the code. The last line of real story weavers. I'm not, she paused. I'm not special. I just restore broken memory chips. You remember, he said, and that's more than most. Come. He led her to the heart of the library, a glowing book, locked in a glass case. This, he said, is the Codex of Origins. The first story. The one that birthed all others. Before machines. Before memory chips. Before time was measured by data packets. Lira was in awe. The book pulsed gently, like it was alive. What does it do? She whispered. It reminds us, he said. Every time someone reads from it with true wonder, the world around them remembers what it means to feel. To imagine. To live. But why hide it? Because, he sighed, the world traded wonder for certainty. Imagination is dangerous in a system built on control. So they buried the truth and erased the past. But the Codex survived. Lira stepped forward. Her fingers hovered above the glass. Read it, the keeper said, and awaken the forgotten world. The moment her fingers touched the book, the library shuddered. Lights flared. Dust spiraled. The air thickened with memory. She opened the cover. Inside was no text, just a single phrase, written in shifting, golden script. Tell me your story. Her heart pounded. Her mind spun. She began to speak. I am Lira Rayne, born in a world without stories. I was trained to replicate memories, but never allowed to make my own. I've longed for something real, something untouched. I dreamed of color in a grayscale world. As she spoke, the book absorbed her words. Images formed in the air, a girl running through a forest, her hands stained with ink, her mind dancing with stardust. The more she told, the more the library bloomed. Vines curled around pillars. Shelves rearranged themselves. Books opened like flowers, revealing glowing pages filled with forgotten languages. The keeper smiled. "You are not just a memory technician," he said. "You are a story weaver." Outside, the world began to shift. Children awoke with dreams they hadn't paid for. Old lovers remembered why they had fallen in love. The skies above the biodomes flickered with color for the first time in decades. The algorithm faltered. People began to feel. Lira stayed in the library, but she was no longer alone. Word spread, slowly like dawn. Others came, artists, wanderers, the curious and the broken. Each brought their own story. Each added to the codex. And as the world tried to erase imagination again, the last library grew stronger. Hidden, yet alive. Because stories, once believed, never die. They just wait for someone to find them again.